What is up guys, Arolf here back again with another video, and today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Valkyrie. This is Build-A-Figure Thor, so let's get into it. Taking a look around the packaging, on the top you get the Avengers A logo, nice pictures of Valkyrie on the side here, same thing on the back. On the back there you have the description, so pause if you want to look and read at those. And on the bottom you have the UPC, so scan it if you want it. And without further ado, let's get into it. Doing some size comparisons, here's Valkyrie next to a couple of Thor characters like Loki, Hela, Thor himself, Heimdall, and Hulk, as well as a couple of Endgame figures from this wave and from other waves, and also the A-Force, so get a nice shot of that. That is as much characters as I could fit into this frame, then I think that's pretty much all of them. But I lied, I didn't include the Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok just because I'm gonna do a comparison right now. You can see how much smaller the head is compared to the Thor Ragnarok version. You can see she has much longer hair in Endgame, and the updated head sculpt with this Endgame one looks far superior compared to the Ragnarok one. You can see the profiles here, just how awkward the Ragnarok one was. Even though that was an okay likeness to Tessa Thompson, I think the new one has even better likeness. And you can see the Thor Ragnarok is a little bit taller compared to the Endgame one. Now if you want, you can do some head swappings here. So this is what the Thor Ragnarok looks like on the Endgame, and then the Endgame on the Thor Ragnarok. So that's what that looks like. And I also do prefer the Endgame one on the Thor Ragnarok because I think it kind of fits well with the Thor Ragnarok one. It's just the neck post is a little bit too thick on the Ragnarok. Valkyrie also comes with the right leg of Bro Thor. For Valkyrie's accessories here, you get her blade and the sheath covering the blade. Very nice sparkly bits in the sheath here. Technically the blade or sword is called a dragon fang, called in the MCU or the Marvel comics. You can see it's made of this nice aqua blue material. Kind of tough to get on the figure because of how skinny it is, but this is what it looks like on the figure with the sheath on and without the sheath on. There you go. And so taking a closer look at Valkyrie here, starting off with that beautiful head sculpt, it's just that the only problem that I had, I don't know if it's only on my figure or my copy, but you can see that the digital printing tech, they nailed it on the eye socket holes. They lined it perfectly, but the eyes are just too far apart. She kind of has that splice look going on, if you know what I mean. But taking a look at it, you got some nice sculpting in the hair. You can see the braids here are made out of a soft rubbery plastic, so they do not get in the way of articulating the head here, but you can see there's some nice sculpting details in the hair. It would have been nice if she had like a hair tie, added some extra paint details to accentuate the hair sculpt. Now I didn't show it without the cape here because I want to show it separately, just showing you it's made out of it's kind of a stiff rubbery material. You can see, I think that's the Valkyrie logo on the back of the cape here, and you can see it pegs on right there, not all the way in. It has kind of this stopper thing on the back, and you can see it looks pretty cool on her Valkyrie herself. You can see it has a nice swoop there to the left, so it has that kind of a cape look effect, blowing in the wind, if you know what I mean. But just taking a closer look at the costumes here, very nice details throughout. The hands here are painted cleanly. You can see right there. You got that long thumb action right there. pretty basic color scheme, kind of this kind of off-white material with some gold painted bits sparkled throughout the whole costume. You can see that nice sculpting detail there with the zipper and nice attention to detail throughout the rest of the costume. And you can see nice sculpting there on the boots and peg holes at the bottom of her feet. Now moving over to the articulation, the head is on a ball hinge, so it does rotate all the way around. It can look up that far, which is great, and downward that much, which is also great. You got some nice range right there. The head is on a ball joint, so you get some head wobble there, tilty shifty head movement. Arms do rotate all the way around. They bend outward that far at 90 degrees and inward that much. No bicep swivel, but she has a single jointed elbow, which bends all the way more than 90 degrees. Rotation at the wrist all the way around, up that far, down that much. Same thing with the other hand here, the left hand, up that far, down that much. You get a ball joint at the torso, so you can bend forward that far, back that much, which is kind of a loose joint on mine. Get side to side movement, 360-degree rotation, and rotation all the way around. Legs can kick forward that far, pretty nice, so she could sit down like so, very properly, and back that much, which is also good. Also has a upper thigh swivel right there, double jointed knees, which are kind of gummy on mine, and very loose, excuse me. And her feet bend down that far and up that much, which is great. Good for some dynamic poses right there. Not really an ankle pivot, it kind of rotates right there, all the way around like so, and her legs move outward that far, and doing sort of an ankle pivot test, I guess you could say, right there. It's kind of awkward how her knees pointed in, and she is good to go. So yeah, that is it guys. Hope you guys like it. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell, turn on notifications because there are more videos coming. Visions review will be out tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for all my California people out there. Overall, I like this figure. This has a great sculpt, okay articulation. They kind of messed up with the digital printing tech on mine, probably on my copy, hopefully not your copy. Her eyes are just too far apart for me. But from afar, like this, she looks good. She looks okay. But when you get really up close and look at the digital printing tech that Hasbro implements on these figures, you can see it's a little bit warpy and a little wonky. But as for the time being, this is probably the best Valkyrie figure we'll get in a while, until Thor Love and Thunder comes out, if we get a Queen Valkyrie maybe. But just for the time being, this is a great kind of ensemble piece to complete your A-Force if you want to. So great sculpt, okay articulation. Could have improved on the gummy joints here. They're just too loose. But other than that, go pick her up. Great figure. That is it, guys. Hope you guys like it. Arolf Morris. This is signing out. Peace.